We would like to commence today's session by inviting Mr. Ashok Kulani to please open the floor.
Thank you. KRN Heat Exchanges Application Limited is committed with the initial public offer of 1,55,43,000 equity shares. The IPO shall be opening from 25th of September and will close on 27th. Anchor bidding will be starting from 24th of September and close same day. In this IPO, we have given a price band of 209 to 220. At upper band of the price band, we will be listing at a market cap of 1367 crores. The issue size is around at upper price band is 342 crores. The object of this issue is to two objects. One is to fund a wholly owned subsidiary in which this issuer company is coming up with an integrated plant to manufacture the heat exchangers of bar and pin technology. The entire capex is around 278 crores, and out of 278 crore capex of that particular project, 242 crores shall be made from the IPO proceeds raised from this issue, and the balance will be used for GCP and for meeting the issue expenses. The issue has been priced at a price to earning ratio 25 pre-money, and post-money will be around 35. The listing is tentative to be done on 3rd of October and will be done, and BSE has been designated as a stock exchange. It will be done there. So this is about the company. For about the business and everything, I would want about my Mr. Santoshi.
हेलो नमस्कार दोस्तों, मेरा नाम संतोष यादव है। बेसिकली हमारा कंपनी जो है हीट एक्सचेंजर बनाती है। तो हीट एक्सचेंजर बेसिकली मल्टी टाइप होते हैं। तो वन ऑफ टाइप हीट एक्सचेंजर वी कॉल्ड फिन एंड ट्यूब टाइप हीट एक्सचेंजर। सो आई स्टार्टेड कंपनी 2018 और उसके बाद में हमने कंटिन्यू एक्सपेंशन करके अभी लास्ट जो हमने टॉप लाइन अचीव किया 308 करोड़ का किया है। हम जो हीट एक्सचेंजर बनाते हैं वो बेसिकली हीट एक्सचेंजर जो होते हैं फिन एंड ट्यूब में भी दो या डिफरेंट टाइप के होते हैं। इंडस्ट्री जो डोमेस्टिक साइड होती है और कमर्शियल साइड होती है। तो हम बेसिकली जो बनाते हैं कमर्शियल साइड बनाते हैं। कमर्शियल साइड मीन्स जो अपना एयर कूल्ड चिलर है, रेफ्रिजरेटर है, हीट पंप है, फैन क्वालिटी रिडक्टेबल है, मेट्रो है, बस एयर कंडीशनिंग है। तो ये जो कमर्शियल साइड है, जो भी मॉल है, होटल है या बड़ी बिल्डिंग्स हैं, उनको कूलिंग करने के काम आते हैं। बस एयर कंडीशनिंग, मेट्रो इसमें काम आते हैं। फैन क्वालिटी और डाटा सेंटर कूलिंग में काम आते हैं। तो जो हम हीट एक्सचेंजर बनाते हैं वो कस्टमाइज बनाते हैं और साइज वाइज जैसे अगर देखेंगे तो 500 mm से लेके ऑलमोस्ट 12 मीटर तक हम बनाते हैं। डोमेस्टिक जो हम बिजनेस करते हैं B2B करते हैं, सारी MNC और बड़ी कंपनियों के साथ करते हैं। वन ऑफ द एग्जांपल डाइकिन, स्टार इलेक्ट्रिकल, किर्लोस्कर चिलर, ब्लू स्टार, इनके साथ करते हैं। इसके अलावा हम एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं मिडिल ईस्ट में, यूरोप में, नॉर्थ अमेरिका में। तो एक्सपोर्ट साइज हम ग्रो कर रहे हैं कंटिन्यूली डबल डिजिट में कंपेयर टू लास्ट ईयर। तो लास्ट ईयर जो हमने अचीव किया है अराउंड 15% टोटल रेवेन्यू का एक्सपोर्ट अचीव किया है। इसी को जो मार्केट का रिक्वायरमेंट है, कमर्शियल साइड जो इंडिया में ग्रोथ हो रही है, जो हम इंटरनेशनल एग्जीबिशन करते हैं यूरोप में एंड USA में, उसमें जो रिक्वायरमेंट रेज हो रही थी उसके बेस पे हमने डिसाइड किया कि हम बड़ी कैपेसिटी के साथ जाते हैं, सिंगल पीस फ्लो के साथ के जाते हैं टू मीट द रिक्वायरमेंट फॉर डोमेस्टिक एज वेल एज एक्सपोर्ट साइड। तो हमने ऑलमोस्ट 7-8 मंथ बैक एक 6x का न्यू लैंड एक्वायर किया। उसमें हमने कंस्ट्रक्शन स्टार्ट किया। ऑलरेडी अराउंड 32 करोड़ हम इसमें इन्फ्यूज कर चुके हैं और अभी जो IPO का मनी आ रहा है उसमें हम पूरा लगा के कैपेसिटी अराउंड 6 to 7x एक्सपेंड करने के लिए डोमेस्टिक और एक्सपोर्ट बोथ साइड जो मार्केट का डिमांड है वो हम अचीव करेंगे।
To give you more insight about the company, I will be running through a presentation which will help you assess the company, and thereafter we can further discuss about the IPO. So friend, as Santoshji tell, this company is into the business of manufacturing of heat exchangers. Heat exchangers, it's a commodity which is essential for any cooling application or heating application to work. Without this product, the cooling cannot happen. So it's an indispensable part in the domestic air conditioners or commercial air conditioners, any refrigeration, any vehicle running on the road, trains, buses, etc. So one of the most prominent product this company manufactures. So as of now, this company is into the manufacturing of heat exchanger mainly for commercial applications like domestic ACs, like the ACs which are installed in our home, that are not our target application. The target application is the application which is installed in this hotel, any metro, any buses, a commercial building, or a VRV applications. In that applications, our coils are used for making the cooling process. So this is about the company, which I can say about that. The key facts about our company is that it is pretty new company. Only 7 years has been in which this company has been incorporated. It started 2017 and started making the production in 2018. Thereafter 2 years came for the COVID like 2021, and since then the company is making the steady progress. In fact, from 18 it is increasing the turnover on a year-to-year basis. So practically we are a very new company. But as of now we are manufacturing 6 products and has an employee strength of around 450% as of now. As I said, what are the application of this? So as of now, 19 end use cases are there in which our products has been applied. And since the company is more into the heat exchanger and requires the quality certifications, so that they should be ample cooling when these products are used in their products. So the company has all the quality certifications required for any cooling application to have. The company as of now has 2 manufacturing facilities. Both are based out in Neemrana, Rajasthan. The third facility which our company is coming up with the object of this IPO is also in the Neemrana itself. Our company as of now has a 5 lakh heat exchanger manufacturing capacity. This capacity has been assessed on one particular size because the company manufactures different sizes. So to ascertain a practical capacity, so we have assumed one particular standard size. On that basis, we have arrived this capacity. On the financial front, company is doing fairly good from last 3 years. The EBITDA has been maintained around 18%, 19%. The PAT margin has been maintained 12 to 13%. The turnover is growing at a CAGR of 25%, and the profit has been growing at with a CAGR of 54% from last 3 years. Company since inception has been growing steadily, able to take the certification, able to onboard the more multinational companies or major brands or heating application industry in this portfolio. They started in 2017, as I told you, then started manufacturing their product 2018. Then 2019 they were able to onboard Daikin into their portfolio, and thereafter with every year they've been able to onboard a new brand in their portfolio. So as of now, company has majorly covering each and every brand in the air condition industry. The company is also very actively working on the export side and has been able to increase their export turnover on year-to-year basis. They started with 5 crore turnover in 2020-21, and which has increased to 45 crores in this last financial year. As we are talking about the quality certifications, the company is majorly exporting to the US and the North Europe market, which requires stringent quality certifications. The company has all these certifications required for that purposes. The company management has a mix of family and independent directors. The company is headed by Mr. Santosh Yadav, sitting alongside with me. He is ably supported by his wife Anju Devi and his brother Mr. Manohar Lal. The company has 3 independent directors, all are professionally qualified persons and able to helping the company to comply more corporate governance. Business overview. So basically, what heat exchanger comprises, it is a combination of evaporator coils, condenser coils, then headers and copper parts. So all are combined into making a heat exchanger. So these are the components which are required for any cooling applications. These are the use cases where the products which are manufactured by the issuer company are generally used. Residential ACs, cassette ACs, fan cool, commercial HVAC, data centers cooling, one of the prime industry in which the company products are as of use. Then precision air conditioning, railways, metros, buses, defense air conditioning, all are sectors where the company products find their applications. They are also active into the refrigeration industry, where they are producing commercial refrigeration, water coolers, chest freezers, beverages coolers. They are supplying their heat exchanger which are used in these type of industries. Process cooling also there in heavy industries to maintain a certain temperature, so they require our heat exchangers. White goods like washing machines, clothes dryers, others, dry beverages, swimming pool heat pumps, medical equipments. So as we told, 19 applications are there where the company products are used on a daily basis. Since the company is coming up with a new facility, so they are also upgrading their technology in manufacturing that. As of now, they are making fin and tube technology heat exchangers. So now they are planning with this capex investment a bar and plate heat exchangers. These exchangers has a multiple application in addition to what we are serving to that. So we have air cooling unit, blowers and motors, rail band evaporators, bar and plate exchangers. So these are the areas which were earlier not available, but with this start of the facility, the company will have the entire range in the heat exchanger industry or a refrigeration or a cooling industry as a whole. As far as the quality concerned, since the company catering to most of the brands in Indian cooling industry like Daikin, Carrier, Schneider's, Voltas and Blue Star also. So the company is known for its quality certification, quality outputs. Every entire products has to be quality checked thoroughly before selling to the customer. So the company has own quality process installed in their company, which are highlighted there, so that to ensure that their products are met to the international specifications. These are some of our clients which we are serving. Daikin since we are serving with 2018, Schneider from 2019, Kirloskar, Blue Star, and recently Climate Beta. Geographically, the company majorly is into the domestic sales, but it recently had started going to the export business. So it has been steadily increased their composition of the sale from domestic to export sale, but still not a big to happen. This since the company has a limited capacity in their existing plant, so there are ample demand in the export market. To cater that demand, the company is coming up with this manufacturing plant to help them to cater the export demand by additional capacity which they will have after commissioning of new plant. Product by revenue, the majorly the products are sold is evaporator, condenser coil. These are the coils which are required for heat exchangers. So major revenue is coming from our main products only. Continent wise export, since we are getting around 15-16% of our turnover as export, so majorly our products are sold in Asia and majorly in Dubai side, UAE, then in North America, then Europe. Industry is growing at a rapid pace of every year. The global industry is estimated to be around 6.2 CAGR से grow कर रही है heat exchanger industry, and we are being a part of this industry in Indian vector. The company is growing at a CAGR of 25% because enormous demand is available in the domestic industry with the rise in the real estate sector, with the rise in the income per capita income, the cooling industry, and with the heat wave coming in the more coming in the northern part of India, from where we come. So there is ample demand for the air cooling applications, and that's why the heat exchanger demand is also increasing on a yearly basis. Growth will be taken care by the Mr. Santoshji when he go for it. We come directly to the financial statements. The company is going fairly good on the financial from last 3 financial years. The turnover has been increasing from 156 crore to 308 crore last financial year, growing at a CAGR of 25%. The EBITDA, as I told you, is also increasing on year-to-year basis from 16 crore in around FY22 has reached to 58 crores in last financial year, growing at a margin of 19%. They are maintaining a EBITDA margin of 19% on year-to-year basis. The PAT has been following up because the company has a very limited borrowing with us. Majorly the company is funded by the equity capital and the reserves which they have created. So very little borrowing company has taken. So company has a PAT margin of around 12%, 12.5% for last 2 financial years. Balance sheet has been properly funded with the equity. The company has a limited borrowings only, so which help us to company to generate good margins for its stakeholders. As of now, the company has a capex gross block of 64 crores, which after depreciation it came to 51 crores. So on a turnover to block ratio is also very appropriate, around 7 times it's coming up. Majorly, the investment of the company is into the inventories because the major raw materials the company source is copper and aluminum. And since that we require international quality products, so that's why the company is importing the entire raw material of copper from outside India, not from India, because the specification which the Japanese companies are asking, it is not available in India. So they are importing the copper coils from Malaysia, Vietnam, majorly Southeast countries. So around 99% of our import purchases are from the copper and from these countries only. So since a lead time is there to procure the copper coils from these countries, so we need to increase our inventories so that we should able to supply to our customers on a regular basis. There should not be any shortfall in our supply. So that's why the inventory which you are seeing on this particular screen is increasing on year-to-year basis. That is properly funded. The company has an average cycle of 60 days. Majorly, debtors are the major brands of the company which are regular. So we don't see any provisions on a high in the debt sector. The company is able to realize their debts on a regular basis. Cash flow of the company is also positive in the last 3 financial years. Not there substantial cash flow from operation coming up net, but because the company is investing heavily on its capex. In the last 3 financial years, the company has made capex in every year to augment their production capacity. In last 3 years, or they have capex of 2 years. So that's why you will see from that from cash from investment is negative to a good extent. The key ratios are all on a very appropriate size for any investor to see that. Around we are operating at a ROE margin of 40%. It has slightly declined from 75 to 40 just because of the issue of the bonus share in the last financial year. So that's why when the equity increases, there is a decline in the return to equity, but in absolute terms, the company is doing fairly good. Similarly, is ROCE. This is also very healthy ratio. Last year, the company had a ROCE of 31%. Since the company has a very limited long-term borrowings, as of now, the company has a 7 crore outstanding borrowing in the term loan sector, long-term borrowings. Short-term, it has around 70 crores. So debt to equity ratio is coming around 0.45 only. DSCR is very healthy for a company for more than 8. Since very limited debt is there, so that's why that DSCR is on such a high number. Current ratio is very good. It is generally acceptable 1.5 for a manufacturing industry, but we are operating at 1.77. Receivable turnover is around 6.77. EPS at last financial numbers is 8.69. And our net asset value is around 29 rupees for last financial year. Way forward, Santosh will explain about the project which they are conceiving, what are the triggers for that, and what are the benefits the company can foresee in near future. Strategic directions. Over to you, Santosh.
थैंक यू। बेसिकली जो अभी पूरा ब्रीफ किया मैंने पहले जो बताया कि रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है कि जैसे हम कस्टमर में B2B जा रहे हैं या हम इंटरनेशनल जो एग्जीबिशन कर रहे हैं, तो स्पेशली जैसे नॉर्थ अमेरिका से हमारे को रिक्वायरमेंट आ रहा है कि इंडिया से लेना है लेकिन कीन फैसिलिटी, बहुत अच्छा फैसिलिटी चाहिए। स्पेशली नॉर्थ अमेरिका में चाइना से जो भी वो इंपोर्ट कर रहे हैं तो 25% एंटी डंपिंग लगा हुआ है। तो चाइना +1 पॉलिसी प्लस एंटी डंपिंग, तो नॉर्थ अमेरिका मार्केट और यूरोप मार्केट इंडिया की तरफ बेस्ट सप्लायर सजेस्ट कर रहा है, ढूंढ रहा है, लेकिन समहाउ अच्छी फैसिलिटी इंडिया में नहीं थी। हमने जब स्टार्ट किया था तो 1 एकड़ से स्टार्ट किया था, देन वी एडिड सेकंड एकड़, देन थर्ड एकड़, तो ऑप्टिमाइज प्लांट हमने बना के अचीव किया जो भी रिजल्ट किया। तो बेस्ड ऑन दैट हमने डिसाइड किया कि एक अच्छा फैसिलिटी इंडिया में बनाते हैं लार्ज स्केल पे, जो वर्ल्ड की बेस्ट फैसिलिटी हो, इंडिया की बेस्ट फैसिलिटी हो। तो जो भी हमारा प्रोडक्ट है फिन एंड ट्यूब का, तो जो हमने कवर्ड एरिया किया है अभी अराउंड 72,000 स्क्वायर मीटर, इसमें हम कवर्ड एरिया बना रहे हैं 600,000 स्क्वायर फीट। ये फैसिलिटी इंडिया की लार्जेस्ट फैसिलिटी होगी हमारे प्रोडक्ट की, एज वेल एज साउथ एशिया की एक्सेप्ट चाइना। उस पर हम जो बेसिकली अपना प्रोसेस डिज़ाइन कर रहे हैं, लाइन डिज़ाइन कर रहे हैं, तो इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे वन ऑफ द बेस्ट फैसिलिटी होगी वो। तो उससे हम टारगेट करेंगे अपने जो बैलेंस कस्टमर इंडिया में हम कैटर नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। सेकेंडली जो यूरोप का और नॉर्थ अमेरिका का इंक्वायरी हमारा पाइपलाइन में है, उनको अचीव करने के लिए बेसिकली ये जो फैसिलिटी है जो ये यूज होगा विद एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट। सेकेंडली हमने क्या किया था कि बिजनेस को और बढ़ाने के लिए दूसरा हमने 3 प्रोडक्ट और ऐड किए हैं। तो वन ऑफ द जो बार एंड प्लेट टाइप का जो हीट एक्सचेंजर है, ये मेनली अपना रेलवे में डायरेक्टली इलेक्ट्रिक लोको में यूज होता है। उसके अलावा जो हैवी अर्थ मूवर है, फोल्डिंग ट्रक है, JCB है, कंप्रेसर्स हैं, उस पर यूज होता है। इट्स आल्सो अनदर टाइप ऑफ हीट एक्सचेंजर, बार एंड प्लेट। सेकेंडली जो हमारा रोल बॉन्ड ऑपरेटर है, ये रेफ्रिजरेशन इंडस्ट्री में यूज होता है। तो रेफ्रिजरेशन इंडस्ट्री जो है अपनी इंडिया में अराउंड 7% से ग्रोथ कर रही है, और एज एन टूडे 2 करोड़ मार्केट है उसका पर ईयर। अभी कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स चाइना से इंपोर्ट करते हैं, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट जो इन्वेस्ट इन इंडिया से जो हमारा कुछ मीटिंग्स में है, तो वो चाहते हैं कि मेक इन इंडिया में अच्छे प्रोडक्ट आप बनाइए। तो चाइना से वो बेसिकली एंटी डंपिंग के थ्रू उसको रोकना चाहते हैं, लेकिन सब्जेक्ट टू जो क्वालिटी है, पैरामीटर है, वो हमको मीट करने हैं। तो इसलिए हमने ये प्रोडक्ट ऐड किया। और कूलिंग यूनिट जो है वो बार एंड प्लेट का ही एक थर्ड पार्ट है। तो ये जो बेसिकली अपना एग्जिस्टिंग फैसिलिटी को हम एक्सपेंड कर रहे हैं। सेकेंडली 3 न्यू प्रोडक्ट ऐड कर रहे हैं। तो ये जो सारा हमारी न्यू फैसिलिटी में आ रहा है, और ये कवर्ड एरिया होगा 600,000 स्क्वायर फीट। ये वन ऑफ द बेस्ट फैसिलिटी होगी। इसमें हम सोलर पैनल भी लगा रहे हैं ऑलमोस्ट 8 मेगावाट के। तो हमारे नीमराना रीजन में 8 मेगावाट का भी वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट फैसिलिटी होगा, जिसमें हम डे और नाइट का इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ऑलमोस्ट फ्री यूज कर पाएंगे। सेकेंडली हम ग्रीन बिल्डिंग का सर्टिफिकेशन है उसमें ले रहे हैं, और बाकी जो हमारे प्रोसेस हैं वो ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट हो चुके हैं, टीम हायर हो चुकी है। उसमें ऑलमोस्ट 15 जुलाई तक 32 इन्वेस्ट कर चुके थे। अभी एडिशनली और कर चुके हैं अराउंड एज ऑन टुडे इफ कंसिडर 50 करोड़ हम इन्वेस्ट कर चुके हैं। रेस्ट जो है टारगेट हमारा नेक्स्ट अर्ली अप्रैल तक इसमें प्रोडक्शन स्टार्ट करने का रहेगा।
So this is about the company and the presentation.
It was quite an insightful presentation. We have opened the floor now to questions that you might have. Request you to please share your name and organization and then share your question. Mehul sir.